So let's start off by entering some commands in the shell, but before we do that, let me introduce you to the type function. So the type function is a built-in function and it allows you to determine the data type of any value or any object. For example, let's say we have the number 7 and I want to find out what its data type is. For most functions in Python, you've got to type the value inside the brackets. So in our case, it's 7. So I typed it in, and if I press enter, I get int. So that means the 7 has an integer data type, or it's an integer. So now let's try something else. If I enter 7.3, I get float. Now you've got to keep in mind that all real numbers, decimals, and everything are considered floats, and all integers are just integers. So just keep that in mind. Next is the Boolean data type. It's also known as the logic data type or the logic operator, and for this you're going to need to know one comparison operator, which is the double equal sign. Now this just tests if the first value equals the second value, or the value on the left hand side, let's say 7, equals the value on the right hand side. Now this is not determined like this, but it's very useful in multiple programs. So let's say I want to know if the data type of the number 10.3 is a float. So ideally we do this, use the type function, type in 10.3, and then use the double equal sign to determine if it's a float. If it's equal, then it should be true. Otherwise, it should be false. And it's true. If I type in something else like an integer, we'll go false.